Good morning. There has been this one or two that I have been doing technically with the owners of this studio. Good morning, my people. Sorry I'm coming in late. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your location. Ana m ekene unu ndị be anyị. Udo dịlụ nwoke, udo dịlụ nwanyị. Taa bụkwa another good day. We thank God. So let me pray. Almighty God, merciful Father, we thank you, and I thank you personally on behalf of my people, all Biafrans all over the world. I thank you, Heavenly Father. I pray, Lord, that you should touch the heart of those who are responsible to release our leader, to release him. Father, Lord, he is so dearly to us, very, very dear to us. We love him because he's a wonderful and great man. Please, my Lord, we want him released. Father, we cannot achieve this without your support, without your help, without your assistance. Also, we remember our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, a wonderful man. Please, God, support him, direct him, give him the wisdom, the knowledge that he well deserves. Bless all Biafrans, wherever they are, both home and abroad. Amen. My people, join me as you are joining. Subscribe, share, like, click the thumbs up so that this message will be going viral. Once you click on thumbs up, it will be a means of notifying everyone that has subscribed that I am in the air. Do that. Make your comments respectfully and constructively, because we are peaceful and liberal human beings. We don't fight. We don't encourage fighting. We are not violent people. We don't preach hate, but we say things the way they are. Join me. Good morning, Kennedy. God bless you for joining. Today we have one thing to discuss, very important. But first of all, let me play this voice from the office of our Prime Minister.
Following the demand by the Biafra people for more seat-at-home civil disobedience, the Biafra government in exile and Biafra de facto government in homeland wish to notify Biafrans that there will be sit-at-home civil disobedience starting from 15th to 19th December 2023. The sit-at-home is for the following reasons. 1. Demand immediate release of Nnamdi Kanu, who illegally detained at the DSS dungeon, and the court case is on the 15th December 2023. 2. Protest as Nigeria is officially addressed as an Islamic state by UK Foreign Secretary David Cameron. 3. In preparation for Biafra government data collection of Biafrans and followed by Biafra self-referendum. 4. To further put the world on notice that Biafra are taking their future unto their own hand. 5. To demand immediate withdrawal of all Nigeria forces in 40 state of Biafra territories. 6. To demonstrate that the Biafra government in exile and the de facto government in homeland remain the legitimate government Biafrans listen and loyal to. 7. To invalidate the illegitimacy of those who parade themselves as Nigeria representatives within Biafra territories. 8. To delegitimize all the rogue regime representing Nigeria within the 40 state of Biafra. The seat at home will take place the following order. Friday, 15th December 2023, there shall be total lockdown in Biafra land. Saturday, 16th December 2023, and Sunday, 17th December 2023, break. All marketplace of worship like church will be open. Monday, 18 December 2023 to Tuesday, 19th December, there will be total lockdown in Biafra land.
So, my people, you have heard it. This is from the office of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. It has been, on that this sit at home will take place this December. I want every Biafran to see it as their own sacrifice that we have to make in order to get Biafra. So many countries got their independence without fighting wars, and that is not what we are preaching. We Biafrans, we don't want to fight any war, but that does not mean that if anyone brings war on our table that we will not defend ourselves. So my people, there will be this sit at home on the 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, and 19th of December. I made mention of it yesterday so that those who want to shop can take that yesterday and today to shop and make sure that they stuff their home with food. However, you can still shop on the 20th and 21st before 25th of December. My people, it shall be well with you people. Ndị be anyị ekenekwa m n'ọzọ, ọ ga-adịlị nwoke mma, ọ ga-adịlị nwaanyị mma. Unu ga-agba mbọ ka unu comply here with this number of days for sit at home. Maka oge niile Prime Minister anyị wepụta sit at home, o nwere reason. And ọ dị mma na unu comply maka ndị uwe ojii, ndị nke anyị na ndị nke fa, onwe onye ya na ibie na-agba egbe ka ọ ghara inwe onye n'ime unu ọ ga-emetụta. Maka na Commissioner of Police fezigo fafaji egbube ndị be anyị na onwero ife dịka human right, na onye kwuo okwu na ọ ga-abịa na his table. I said it here yesterday. So the trending news that we all have now is the breaking news between Asari Dokubo and the government. We all know that Asari doesn't like our people. He doesn't want anyone to say a word or to breathe for him, especially since his friend became the president of Nigeria. But now they are fighting each other. Unfortunately, they are fighting with one another. So he has a lot to say, in contrary to that government and their progress. So I just want us to deliberate on it, talk about it. Yes, we have to talk about it because Asari has been, bombarding our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
So everybody knows when you people...
Let me first of all show you people where he was working with Tinubu when he visited Asari. I don't know why it is not talking. See it? That's him in Asari.
oil theft and vandalization in the Niger Delta.
Hello, my people.
We're going to work with NNPC, PCL, and the IOCs to make sure that oil theft is brought to zero. I also want to say that oil theft is encouraged by the military. The military is at the center of oil theft. And we have to make this very, very clear to the Nigerian public. 99% of oil theft can be traced to the Nigerian military, the Army and the Navy especially. The Army and the Navy intimidate the civil defense who are by status.
Good morning, Eminike, my brother. Kedukime. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining.
They receive a lot of money from NNPC, PCL, and the IOCs. And just across the corner, you will see a houseboat. A few meters from the houseboat, you will see an oil bunkering refinery or tapping directly from oil well heads. It is very pathetic now. What is happening in the Niger Delta in the past 8 years was unprecedented in the history of oil production anywhere in.
I want to fast forward this so that I will
Come to share in that. You encourage people to kill other people. He has been caught.
Mm-hmm.
When the madness they call NSAS started.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, my brother.
I was one of the people vocal opposed to that nonsense called NSAS. And Nnamdi Kanu was walking free. What did he do? He poured petrol. He was walking free. He poured petrol on the flames for NSAS.
Please, my people, this is the part I want everybody to hear. That Nnamdi Kanu was the one who started NSAS and was pouring petrol into NSAS. Our leader was not in Nigeria. When Nigerian youths decided that what the government is doing, using the police officers they call SAS to buy children and everybody, he now came here at Asari. Look at him sitting on one of the conference rooms at Asari, talking about Nnamdi Kanu. You know, my people say that you will always name a dog or title a bad name to a dog. I don't know how they say it. I don't know what Nnamdi Kanu has done to this man. He also said in this place that Simon Ekpa hijacked, that Nnamdi Kanu is no longer in charge, that Simon Ekpa hijacked IPOB. So this sort of man, how can anybody trust what he says? So I will leave this very one and show you another video, because I did take time, you know.
President AHMED BOLA Tinubu.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of things involved in this River State matter. And as a friend, I am advising you, if you are not careful, River State will become your albatross, like the Asian marina. You are going to carry it on your neck. Do you know why? River State have the largest number of Ijaw people. And apart from the Fulanis and the Yorubas to a certain extent, River State people have, the Ijaw people in River State are found everywhere. They are in Gabon in large number, Equatorial Guinea, Cameroon, Sierra Leone, Liberia. They're all on the coast. And the Ijaw people act like one people. You have seen them in Ondo State. You have seen them in Edo State. You have seen them in Delta. They act as one people. They are like the immigrant Fulanis coming from everywhere. When one Ijaw man is hot,
have you heard it? He said that they are like immigrant Fulanis. So it is clear to everybody that the Fulanis are immigrants, but they are worshipping them, licking their feet against their fellow indigenes of that country because we are called the Igbos. I will also show a video of him wielding AK-47, telling the Igbos that his parents sold us. Now, the center between him and BOLA AHMED Tinubu can no longer hold. They are now falling apart.
It is very easy to rally Ijaw people. They are one of the easiest people to rally around to come. You only need to say, Izo, Gimemia, Emie. Asawana, and they will come. The ethnic card is already in this game.
Have you heard it? The ethnic card is already in this game. Because when he trained those special forces, you people saw them. SF, special forces. He gave them to the Hope Uzodinma. He sent them to Soludo, and he sent them to Tinubu. He even used them for Buhari. He was boasting in one of his videos how Buhari used him and his militant men to walk on Kaduna Abuja Road. Let me continue.
Sentiment. You saw Ijaw people in Ondo State. You, as governor, you even saw them in Lagos State. For the sake of one man, you are looking for money to implement your programs for this government to succeed. But for a few people, you are ready to throw this away. Why will any reasonable person decide to provoke it up? Any reasonable person. Are there no advisors? Are they telling you like Nehru was sitting while Rome burned? He was drinking and celebrating.
Yes, he's crying, my brother. You know, I don't understand this, Asari. He is sitting there, and all the oil wells in that his Ijaw is being owned by foreigners and Fulani caliphates. And he's sitting here ranting. That was how he went to Asorok and was smearing on our Onyendu and our prime minister. When things are not working out his way, he will be crying like this.
Why Rome burned? sin. But I know some people. I know them. And I'm telling you, when I came to make peace with you in Lagos, after the Cries, I know your people. They don't relent. Can you afford that? Because they will come like a tsunami. They don't need anybody. They don't need sin to give them money. They don't need sin. Nobody mobilize them with money in Lagos, in Ondo, in Edo, and in Delta. Nobody. The environment provide them with the money and the resources.
The environment is the oil that they are getting there. It provides them with money because they are the ones doing the oil bunkering. People who own something, you are now the beggar. And when the military goes there, they will be catching them, imprison a lot of them, and buy some of them even. In your own land, you don't have mouth to talk about things that will favor you. There was a place they were interviewing him. He said that they are the ones living at the bite of Biafra. That Biafra, Igbos are not Biafrans. It is the Jaws that are the Biafra. But that one is a story for another day.
To carry out the activities without looking, without blinking their eyes. You don't want to hear this naked truth. Okay, don't hear it. Don't hear it. The job people are already angry that this is the worst government.
Have you people heard it? That this is the worst government. I am playing it so that the world will know what our leader, Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has been saying over the years. He has been saying this, asking that there should be a referendum so that people will be able to vote whether they want to continue remaining in Nigeria. Nigeria doesn't have to trap us. They don't. Because people like Czechoslovakia, they splitted, and there's Czech and there's Slovakia. They are like 10 point something million. So Nigeria will do it whether they like it or not. That country will split because people can no longer agree to agree.
This government is against the job people, and you want to add fire to petrol? You want to add petrol to fire? This is the worst government. That's the feeling of the job people. If nobody is telling you, as a friend, I will tell you, the job people feel this is the worst government for them. Yes. This is a nightmare for them.
Yes. And he has not been able to tell anyone their grievances. These Ijaw people, what was done to them, why they are saying that this is the worst government, which means that the other government has been bad, but this one is the worst. So the world should know this. They should hear it, understand it, and know it, that this government is the worst, which means that there are bad governments, and now this is the worst.
When we were campaigning for you, a lot of Ijaw people called me, President.
You see, Tinubu. Presido, that's what he wants to be addressed as, Presido. The Ijaw people called him Presido, but they will not allow any other person to express themselves. It is only Asari expressing himself, talking about others. Our Prime Minister is now laughing at him, because I got this from our Prime Minister's Twitter handle.
You know everything about Tinubu. Tinubu is your friend. No? We hope it's not going to look the other way. Oh. And I assured everybody, I say if Tinubu fails, hold me responsible. And today, the people are asking me, are you still on that if Tinubu fails, hold me responsible? River State is a litmus test.
He has become like is now a chemistry or physics in the lab. Ijo is a litmus test. He hasn't started crying. They will all cry one by one. That's what our Onyendu said. Go and serve the Fulanis. You will come back crying and openly, unashamedly. They are not even ashamed of crying publicly because this is all over internet now.
There's going to be any fire. It will start in River State. I cannot stop them. I, as an individual, I cannot stop them. I cannot even stand on their way because they will shove me aside.
Have you heard that? I cannot stop them because I'm an individual. They will shove me aside. Now you know. This Asari, this very man, he has been a huge stumbling block to what we are doing. This very man, this individual. Let me show you another video of his.
Everything the John Nation has intervened. We have accepted the verdict of the John Nation that the John people should stay together. We should not divide ourselves. Okay. Now look at you people in Igbo land. Look at how you are dying. Woto. You are talking. You will do video to sell that Elijah has run away.
Watch him.
You see me?
Watch.
I don't run.
You see? That is a AK-47 that he's wielding. And nobody is arresting him. You see?
You see me? I don't run.
You see?
On my head, no correct.
You see?
On my head, no correct. The bill is on and they look for who go finish on. Look for now everywhere finish on. You know all this equipment. Good evening, and I know all this equipment, them at times, they malfunction. I'm about 11 minutes late.
So, my people, he's a man.
Please subscribe to Face TV Africa and turn the notification.
He's a good conscious man.
Mm-hmm.
Talk. We ask.
Here.
What have you contributed to society? What have you offered?
That's him and Abati Efes, the owner of Arise.
What is BRGIE? Pieces of papers. Look at these pieces of paper. BRGIE. What has he done to help us? What sort of education? An education that is meaningless.
You know why I'm showing him on different levels? Is for people to know the kind of people we have in our midst. When you are talking about casting up, they will be talking about casting down. You want to move forward, they will be dragging you back. Now he is crying. He is crying that Tinubu's government is the worst government. And I want the world to hear this and know it. That these are the people that is making Nigeria and Biafrans to keep fighting. Because he benefits from both sides. He's a beneficiary of crime. This is the worst government. You have to have bad before you get to worst. This shows that there has never been any good government, and he has been working with them. And this worst one, he said that he is an individual, he cannot fight them because they will shove him aside. You can imagine a man that lives, his house is built on top of oil. And the man from the north, he said that the Fulanis, that they are foreigners. He said it here. I didn't say it. He said it. I'm repeating him. They are foreigners, and you allow foreigners to be in control of the oil. Use it to go and buy military gadgets and be buying your people, and you will be on their side. So this one that is like the same person, he said that him and Tinubu are friends. So they say, show me your friend, and I will tell you what you are or who you are. So this one is like him. This one acts and behaves like him. That's why they are not getting on anymore. So my people, this is the kind of people we work with, the kind of people we live with. Asari Dokubo is now crying openly. So the world should hear his voice, that he's an individual, he cannot fight them. How can he? He can't fight them. After showing how you are killing the Igbos, how your grandfather sold the Igbos, that if not for British intervention, you would have still been selling us. That's what he said. Because I took time to listen to all these videos. Anyway, my people, I have very good news that will gladden your heart. Yesterday, I was going through our Prime Minister's Twitter handle, and I saw that the Israelites have officially recognized BRGIE government. Hello, my brother. You are welcome. Maxwell, thank you for watching. Yes, before you came in, we were talking about Asari Dokubo, the man in the zoo that is always, hitting hot and cold. He's everywhere. You don't know Asari as a southerner. You don't know him as a northerner. I don't know where Asari Dokubo stands. A man that claims that the Ijaw people owns the oil, and that oil is flowing all the way from his father's compound to all over the world. Good morning, Emenike. Good morning. Yeah. So Asari is... Okay, greetings at Vine Maxwell. Oh, yeah. All right, Emenike, you are greeting Maxwell. Thank you so much. Thank you, people, for joining. Please always remember to subscribe, share, and like it. Click the thumbs up so that it will be notifying more people whenever I am here. We are talking about Asari Dokubo, and I would like to read your views or call me. I don't know why you people don't use the phone. Call me so that we will interact, because this is an interactive session. Call me, and we will be able to talk. It's not mainly just for me alone. It's for all of us. All hail Biafra. Thank you, Mark, for joining. Thank you. As I said before you joined, we were talking about Asari Dokubo. crying over Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He said that it is the worst government, which means that the previous governments, as we have been talking about, has been bad, because before you get to worst, you must have had something that is not good, bad, or very bad before it gets to worst. I don't know if I can play it again for you to listen to him. He said that this is the worst government.
And you think some people are telling you, it's okay, but I sat there. The governor came to greet me. That was it. I didn't call Wiki. I'm saying it. I say my. It will. And you think some people are telling you, it's okay, we are going to handle it for you. That deceiving you. It has never happened. Just one third class minister. The better it will be. The better it will be. I am in your government. I have to stake everything for telling you the truth. I have started doing it now. I am staking everything to tell you the truth. It is left for you to hear, but the result you will see. The Chop people feel insulted. They produce over 80% of the resources in Nigeria. And 100% of the resources in Nigeria, the oil and gas, pass through their territory for export to all the terminals. All pipeline pass through your land. And you look at them, you look at the Ijaw people, and you give us one third-class minister.
That is wicked. Let me laugh, oh, let me join and laugh at them. Oh.
And all of us, some of us have tried as much as we can to see that this thing is changed. No. Every day you remove Ijaw people from the position. Ijaw people consider BRGIE government as the worst in the history of the Ijaw nation.
Oh.
But even the people BRGIE appointed and left, you are removing them.
Now he's telling us his grievances.
The places, the few places BRGIE kept them, you are removing them. And you think some people are telling you, it's okay, we are going to handle it for you. They're deceiving you. And the easiest way for this fire is in River State. When it starts, you won't get the oil you are looking for. You won't get the revenue you are looking for. They are telling you, mobilize the army to kill Ijaw people. Please do. The people who are advising you, mobilize Ijaw people to come and to mobilize the army people to come, the military, to come and kill Ijaw people so that you can easily implement the program they have laid out for you. Okay, please do. P2B cannot be prayer. Forget, I will not support P2B, so go with your P2B. It's gone, it's history. River State will be the easiest. I have no, the first time I saw, shook hand with this thing was at the burial of my king, Asari Valley. I sat there. The governor came to greet me. That was where I was. I have not had any contact with the governor.
You
so
see?
let nobody say the same way.
You see, this sort of people is like glorifying them, showing them on your screen. But while it is always good to do this, is to go and buttress what our Onyendu said about all these people from Southeast who will just prefer to serve the Fulani. He said here in this very speech, this very video, that the Fulanis are foreigners. He was talking to Tinubu. Now he knows that Fulanis are foreigners, but they own all the oil well. They control the oil. They sell it. It is a Fulani man who is in charge of NNPC during the time of Buhari and now. They control everything. But he prefers them to control it than anybody from Southeast. When you hate your own self, you prefer a foreigner to somebody that is very close to you. This is the kind of result you get. You people heard it here that Buhari is the worst government, but he still employed people from their area. And now that Tinubu is removing them, that they produce oil and gas and the pipeline passes through their land. They have nothing in that area of part of Biafra land. Nothing. They don't have anything. They don't have nothing. But he prefers them to people from his area. Rather, he will be showing you AK-47 because he has a camp where he trains his special force, the SP people that he was always distributing to these governors that need them. Good morning, Blessed. You're welcome. We are talking of Asari Dokubo. All the dirty games he's there playing, the way he rubbishes people from Igbo land, because these are the people that they don't like. You know, there's one video that one of our brothers made, and that video I have been tempted to play it so that people will listen to him, because this very young man, I love his presentation. You know, I loved his presentation, and I would have loved you people to listen to him for a minute at least.
Video I want you to watch. Okay. A video of this young Igbo student who emerged as the overall best graduating student, Waymont University, Los Angeles, USA, where he was giving his valedictorian speech. So after seeing the video, I will come back and take you back in time. But let's watch the video together. Come look at this. I am pleased to introduce to you the valedictorian for 2023, Obiama BRGIE.
Yeah, that's Obiama BRGIE.
Wow. What an honor and special moment this is. I have the pleasure to stand before you today, but before we get started, it's a little bit warm up here, you know, I'm sweating a little bit. I refuse to sweat anymore this morning. I would like to invite you all to help me feel a little bit more at home up here. So you see, I am Nigerian. I am from the, thank you.
He's not a Nigerian, he's Biafran.
My family is from a tribe called the Igbo tribe. And in our culture, we often say the phrase, Igbo Kwenu, okay? So this essentially means endorsement, agreement. It refers to abundance and the collective strength that we all enjoy as a people. And I would like to invite you guys into that collective strength today. So when I say Ibo Kwenu, I would like you guys to respond back to me in quick affirmation. Hey, you guys did that for me this morning? Y'all got me? All right, let's try it. Ibo Kwenu. Ibo Kwenu. Ibo Kwenu. Ibo Kwenu. Ibo Kwenu. Good job. Clap for yourself. That's good.
You see, it is no longer news that the Igbo man is the most hated in Nigeria.
What?
I'm not saying it because I'm Igbo. I'm saying it because it is a fact.
Yes.
In fact, we have a lot of people in this country that have this negative feeling towards the Igbo man without even knowing why they feel that way.
Have you people heard it? This is the main point. Though that our brother in America that graduated, you can hear the way his accent has given him off as someone who was born and bred here in America, and he graduated and was using the Igbo way of congratulating himself, and he shared it with the crowd. But this is exactly why I want to play this video.
You know that the worst form of hatred is when you hate a person without knowing why.
Not be juju be that.
At this point, you are 2 minutes away from witchcraft.
Do you people think that this guy is correct? Because Asari doesn't like the Igbos. But ask him now, why does he hate the Igbos? He doesn't know. He said that his grandfather, Edi Abale, is an Igbo man. You know all those Ikwere areas, it was people from Imo and Abia that traveled there, settled there, and gave birth to them. And they started speaking in their own language. All the Igbos, we don't speak alike. Like people from Abakaliki, they don't speak like people from Nsukka. People from Nsukka don't speak like people from Owerri. Owerri people don't speak like Olo. So them denying the Igbo-ness in them is their own shame, because they cannot tell anybody why they hated the Igbos.
But the audacity in this video will help you understand why the Igbo man, just like Joseph in the Bible, incurred the hatred of his brothers. Because I have traced back in time, and I discovered that one of the greatest sins the Igbo man committed against Nigeria is his ability to survive and thrive above his equals.
You get it?
The excellent spirit and the productive nature of the Igbo man is like 9 months old pregnancy that you cannot cover.
If you don't get it, forget
The
about
Igbo
it.
have this Igbo mentality. They believe any man can be as good as the other man, irrespective of environment, as long as he is committed to his job.
Really?
And it was this mindset and personality that gave him the competitive advantage during the onset of Nigeria.
We must learn a lesson.
Just like Chimamanda said in one of her last videos, the Igbo man was Igbo before the white man came and created Nigeria.
No problem.
Now the Igbo found himself as part of a new environment. And the only thing he did was to try and make himself relevant in the new society that he has found himself. Before civilization, the parameters for judging greatness in Igbo land was how many wars a man have fought, how many wives he took, his number of yam seedlings, his number of livestock, and the number of titles he has taken. But with civilization, the parameter changed to Western education. And the Igbo man, in his competitive nature and in his spirit of pursuing greatness, decided to grab this education with both hands. And he became the first person that introduced communal scholarship, where a community comes together, contribute money, and send their brightest students to go and study. It doesn't matter if the child belongs to Okeke or Okaf. As long as he is our child and he is good enough, let him go.
Exactly.
That's why when some people say that Igbos don't like themselves, I just laugh. Funny people. So in as much as education came to the Yorubas first, and they led in the late 19th century and the early 20th century. But when Igbos embraced education around the late 1920s and early 1930s, it was very spontaneous. And by 1950, Igbos had the highest number of post-secondary graduates in Nigeria. Go and verify.
Yes, because this spirit of being the best is what God put in us. Nobody, I mean, there's no market where they sell greatness. So you cannot say that Igbos, we went there and bought the whole greatness in the shop. It is from God. And people don't want to accept that. They don't want to accept it. And we don't mess about with whatever God gives us. He gave us greatness and we use it wisely. We want every other person to join. Tessie, good morning. Yes, our people are great people, not by mistake, not that we bought it or that we saw it on the way and we embraced it. It is inbuilt. It is inbuilt. People should know this. And we are not proud people. Check in that country which people that every week, every weekend, they are dancing, they are partying, wearing clothes to match this and that. Now, the homes we came to develop in the buildings we erected in their homes, they are now demolishing. Who demolishes things? Somebody that is not appreciative, somebody that doesn't know things that are good. If you don't love good things, you will never allow them to be around you. You will go demolishing those good things. So that's why the one of Asari is that you see how big he is. Can that man run? He can't run. Even when I showed him coming down from Asarok, where he went to see this man, you saw the way he was taking the steps, jumping and holding pole, because he's not very healthy. Kai, that's what they will be brewing and drinking, sleeping, having so many wives, while an Igbo man is busy pushing his truck with his goods, selling. By the end of the year, he will build a house. That is it. That is our nature. 20 pounds. That's what we were given after the war. And go to all Nigeria, the whole nation, and check the development of an Igbo man. We are proud people because we work hard.
Then, as these people were coming out of school, there were openings then in the Nigerian civil service that was willing to absorb them. Because this first set of graduates, I call them the lucky generation. So it was on record that by 1963, the 50% of the workforce in the Nigerian Railway Corporation were Igbos. Igbos had 70% in the Nigerian Ports Authority and the Nigerian Foreign Service. And after independence, when the British left, administrative positions opened. And by virtue of qualification, most Igbos were in line to take up these administrative positions. So Igbos held 45% administrative positions. And it was threatening to hit 60% by 1966.
You mean this way you talk?
Now, the Nigerian media, which was then fueled by ethnic bigotry, began to paint this picture of Igbo domination, that Igbos are trying to take over the country and make other people second-class citizens. Now, the government then, led by the MPC, started creating deliberate policies that forced people to leave their position, not on the basis of competence, but on the basis of their ethnicity.
That is not correct.
So the fact that the Nigerian society tried to crush the spirit of the Igbo instead of embracing it is one of the reasons why this country have remained a laughing stock.
Exactly. Do you people understand what this young man is trying to say? You remember that when Okonjo-Iweala was the Minister of Finance. She started by educating the government on how to pay off all their debts, and they did, and she cleared every debt that Nigeria owes to foreign countries like China, America, and any country that they borrowed money from, or the World Bank, because she was the president of World Bank. This very daughter of ours, she's from Asaba and she's being married in Umahia. So this very woman is an Igbo woman. They don't want to acknowledge us. No, sometimes you have to bring out, show people what you can achieve or what you have achieved that helped your country to grow. But no, they don't want us. She was the one who suggested to Obasanjo, let us go and dredge on a seaport and the River Niger so that Port Apapa Wharf will be decongested. And that was the only attraction why our people migrated from east to west. That's the only thing these people generate. Now, this Tinubu that is there now, voting millions and billions to renovate Dodam Barracks in Lagos while he lives in Asarok. You people know how much Asarok cost. The whole of Abuja was built by Babangida with money from our oil, because this one Asari is claiming they are not the only owners of the oil. There's oil in Izombe, nowhere. There's oil in where is it? Uguta. So they are not the only ones that own the oil. We also have oil. We have coal in Enugu. We have cement in Nkalago. So we all have what we generate in that country. The only thing Tinubu and his people has is that sea. But we have sea in our own area, but they don't want it. So as Okonjo-Iweala suggested that these places should be dredged so that ship will be coming from abroad and bathing in those ocean in our area, Obasanjo went and made it a law that Apapa is the only place where ship will be bathing. He used his position because he doesn't want his people to lose the grip. Now they are demolishing houses that belongs to our people. How can we remain with this sort of people? It's not possible. Even this generation, when you are treating a little child badly, he has right. Even unborn children have right, let alone adults like us. You don't want us to talk. You don't want us to exist. You don't want us to win any election. Nothing. So we must go. All this hatred is no longer a news. We are no longer crying for it, but sometimes it's good for you to reflect so that the world will know with you why you are doing what you're doing. So in all this, Biafra remains the only exit for us. That's our own route for now. People are hating us, tribal bigots, but they don't know why. Yes, my sister Blessing, it is so sad. Extremely so. It's very, very sad indeed. And the worst thing they have done now is to devise a means of using our own brothers to wage war against us. How do they do that? Everything that is in our state, they have stopped it working. But thank God, those minerals we have, they are still there. The coal is underground. They can't stop it. God gave it to us. The cement is underground. It's there in Nkalago. Any day that Biafra is declared, we will revive all those things so that our people will be working there, and we will dredge our ocean and ship will be coming down there. That's what they are afraid of. They know why they are hating on us. If you say they don't know, they know. Because what God put in us, they don't have it. An Igbo man can never be drinking in the morning, kai or anything, so that he will be sleeping around like this Ijo man called Asari. He thinks he's everything happening. He's talking. How many oil wells has his people got? None. The only thing that he's talking about now, which you all have heard, is about position. That every position given to Ijoman, that Tinubu has removed them. That's his only grievance. But he's not talking about the crude oil, the gas and everything that they are taking from our land. So this very young man, let us listen to him.
Because it is only what you celebrate and what you appreciate that you can attract.
Exactly. Yes, when you appreciate good things, your body will be attracting good things. When you appreciate evil, it will be coming to you. Like those who are attacking our prime minister, the only attack there is that they have seen what they never envisaged at all. Even what they never allowed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to do. They have seen it in our prime minister, that our prime minister is a go-getter. He is moving like a jet, like Concorde. They called us autopilot when they haven't seen anything. Now they are short of words. They don't know what to call Simon. They are only calling him bad names, but we don't care. I'm happy that Simon is this type of man that doesn't listen to anyone. He is busy doing what he is doing for us. Because before he started, Simon told us that he is praying that God should give him wisdom of 1,000 men. And God gave it to him, because when Solomon was asked, what do you want? God asked him, he said, I want wisdom and knowledge. And God gave him, he said, I will give you double. They don't know. We have brain. It's just that they are there dousing our progress with their guns and bullets. I want to know why gun na bullet now. They are the very despicable.
It was during this period that people like Professor Eni Njoku, who was then the Vice Chancellor, University of Lagos, was forced to leave his post. People like Professor Onwukadike, Vice Chancellor, University of Ibadan, was forced to leave his post. People like Dr. Okechukwu Ikejian, who was a chairman, Nigerian Steel Corporation, the list with them was endless. And
you people know from what this guy is saying now, the Vice Chancellor in Ibadan and the Ife and every other positions held by Igbo professors. Yes. Where were their own people? None. They were busy doing all wambe, dancing every weekend, throwing party, tying lace, wearing gold, shoe and bag to match, gele, everything. The same thing with this Asari Dokubo. In the morning, what they use in brushing their teeth is kai. Real gin. That's what they will be drinking. While Igbo man, 6 o'clock, he is up. Give money to his children, they will go to school, he will head to his business. Onye Igbo gazo, 4 boys at a time. Duofuno. Chain of progress. But they don't like it. This Lagos State, one Kanu, a naval officer, used to be governor of Lagos State. And he ruled very well. He didn't steal Lagos. It's now that their own son is ruling Lagos, Shongolu, that they are demolishing every good thing that the Igbo people did in Lagos. It is only an animal that you will give food in a plate and he will drag that food on the floor to eat it with sand. That's what they are doing now. When you are a demolisher, something good will never be around you. I wish that our people will just leave those people. Because as I said in one of my videos, the whole of Southeast is bigger than Israel. And Israel is now a world superpower. Yes, because they manufacture this weapon that if you throw bomb to them, that weapon will go up there and demolish the bomb before it gets down. It won't even get down. It will demolish it in the air. And that is Biafra for you. We now have a modified Ogbunigwe that destroys their tank when they bring their tank. That's why they are now talking of peace. So little things like this boys program, I will be bringing it here for people to know our what. If you reject somebody, that person will do the worst thing by rejecting himself. We cannot reject ourselves. We can't.
When the Nzogu coup happened in 1966, the Nigerian media termed it an Igbo coup. That these Igbos that have taken over education, arts, commerce, now they want to take over the government. Maybe it is time to put them in their place. So the kind of resentment the Igbos faced in the year 1966 alone, nobody has seen anything like it. Hell, that was when the counter coup happened that eliminated BRGIE and a lot of top Igbo military personnel. That was when Igbos faced the highest onslaught and attacks. That it was on record that more than 30,000 Igbos were either injured, maimed, killed, or looted. And towards the end of 1966, the number of Igbos that were running away back to Igbo land for safety was estimated to be around 1 million. So it was this deliberate anti-Igbo policies that forced the then Dimodumegwu Ojukwu and some other Igbo leaders to declare the sovereign state of Biafra, which led to the war. And after the war, despite the no victor, no vanquished stand, the Igbo has not really gained full acceptance back into the society that he's supposed to call his own. I'm not saying that the Igbo man is perfect, because sometimes accomplishments can drive someone to arrogance. You get it? Sometimes the quest for success can drive some of us to the extreme. Correct. But there are no group of people that are perfect. We must learn them.
Yes, he is very correct. Sometimes you will be thinking that you are the perfect man and it will be driving you to a very big height. And nobody will blame you for it. But the thing is that we as human beings, we have to make effort in life. As Onyendu said, when your effort is not yielding any fruit, what you are doing is not effective. If you are a true freedom fighter and nobody is coming after you, then what you are doing is not effective. You are not a true freedom fighter. So the way they are bombarding our prime minister, that shows he's a true freedom fighter. The way the whole country is bombarding the Igbos, it means we have something that we are doing that they cannot even get. Tell me how a man who is a drunkard can aspire to be a good a trader or a good businessman. No, he is a drunkard. And when that spirit of drunkenness comes, he will fall back to it. He will fall back to it. It's not as if the Igbos don't drink, but drink doesn't confuse us. It doesn't make us act the way Asari is acting. He's attacking everybody. Now he's attacking himself, crying publicly.
In this video to start an ethnic discussion or to start painting a picture of people being superior to the other. But I'm trying to send a message to whom it may concern that the Igbo man is not the enemy. Okay. The enemy is the colonial master who sowed the seed of disunity that has continued to plague us till now. The Igbo have this spirit of excellence and industry in him, and he contributes to the success of any society he finds himself. And he has, you see, there is this video
So
I want you
anyway,
to watch.
my people, this boy is very sensible in everything he said. That's why I decided to play it for you people, because I don't like giving my people anything that is junk. The boy made a whole lot of sense, and we have all heard him. You know, he made sense. Let me show you people here. I don't know if it will show very well. He said, certificate of recognition awarded to Biafra Republic government in exile. Look at it. By Israel. You know, during the war, Israelites recognized Biafra. Look at it. Look at the frame. The certificate is in a frame. That is our Prime Minister's Twitter handle. You can see his picture, his small picture just somewhere here. That's our Prime Minister. This is on his Twitter handle. He proudly displayed it. And let me read what he said. Sorry. He said, Israel has issued certificate of recognition to the Biafra Republic government in exile. So this is it. Everybody should now know that we are not beating about the bush. We mean what we are saying, and we have to adhere to everything that our Prime Minister tells us or asks us to do. Let me play something once more for everybody to listen to before I will sign off. We have to endeavor to work together. We are one. Nobody can take that away from us. Please, my people, listen to this.
Following the demand by the Biafra people for more seat-at-home civil disobedience, the Biafra government in exile and Biafra de facto government in homeland wish to notify Biafrans that there will be sit-at-home civil disobedience starting from 15th to 19th December 2023. The sit-at-home is for the following reasons. 1. Demand immediate release of Nnamdi Kanu, who illegally detained at the DSS dungeon, and the court case is on the 15th December 2023. 2. Protest as Nigeria is officially addressed as an Islamic state by UK Foreign Secretary David Cameron. 3. In preparation for Biafra government data collection of Biafrans and followed by Biafra self-referendum. 4. To further put the world on notice that Biafra are taking their future unto their own hand. 5. To demand immediate withdrawal of all Nigeria forces in 40 state of Biafra territories. 6. To demonstrate that the Biafra government in exile and the de facto government in homeland remain the legitimate government Biafrans listen and loyal to. 7. To invalidate the illegitimacy of those who parade themselves as Nigeria representatives within Biafra territories. 8. To delegitimize all the rogue regime representing Nigeria within the 40 state of Biafra. The seat at home will take place the following order. Friday, 15th December 2023. There shall be total lockdown in Biafra land. Saturday, 16th December 2023 and Sunday, 17th December 2023. Break. All marketplace of worship like church will be open. Monday, 18th December 2023 to Tuesday, 19th December. There will be total lockdown in Biafra land.
So, my people, this is where I'm going to leave you. It is always good to leave this very brief, sorry, so that people can watch it. I love you all, and I will leave you here. Sorry, my people. It's cough. And I will see you some other time. I thank you all for watching. Emenike, God bless you. Blessing my sister. You are already blessed. Tasi, thank you for joining. And Mark, I appreciate you. Vine, and the rest of you that came here to watch with me. Thank you so much. I'm signing out.